The second part of the series, the eyes of the maker. See, the first part of the series we talked about is God sees your flaws. God sees the design of the product. God's going to see your doubt, your unbelief, and your structures, okay? Your structural flaws. So God sees your flaws. The second part of this series, I want to say God sees your fire. In Nehemiah 1:3-4 it says, "And they said unto me, the remnant that are left of the captivity there in the province are in great affliction and reproach. The wall of Jerusalem also is broken down, and the gates thereof are burned with fire. And it came to pass when I heard these words, that I sat down and wept and mourned certain days and fasted and prayed before God of heaven." See, Nehemiah is going through a time here where his homeland, the walls were torn down, his city was destroyed, and he had the choice to go back, and he chose to go back and rebuild that wall. See your fire. God sees your trial. God sees what you go through. Okay, He sees your battle. See, Nehemiah did exactly what he was supposed to do. When he came encountered with a battle that he had, he prayed and fasted. He followed the Lord. He followed God, what God asked him to do. See, God sees your battle. God's going to see your fire. God's going to see what you're going through. God's going to see that valley that you're trying to go through. And everyone had a trial. Everyone battled with something. See, Moses, he battled with obedience. When God asked Moses to go deliver his people out of Egypt, he asked God, "Who am I?" See, Noah, he was building a boat. Daniel, he had to battle the lions. Jonah, he swallowed by a great fish. Job, Paul, Christ. Christ is in the wilderness. Even Christ had a wilderness that he had to go into. See, God's going to see that fire. God's going to see your trials and the decisions that you make. God sees the decisions that you have. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in Daniel 3:15, they told King Nebuchadnezzar, said, "We're not careful to answer thee." See, God didn't move. God didn't move on this situation until they choose to bow or to burn. See, God's going to see your fire. God's going to see the trouble that you're going through or the trial that you're trying to get through. God's going to see that fire.